Messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît. L'Orient Express à destination de Strasbourg, Munich, Vienne, Budapest, Belgrade, Sofia et Constantinople va partir. Les passagers sont priés de monter à bord des voitures. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. The Orient Express is now leaving for Strasbourg, Munich, Vienna, Budapest, Belgrade, Sofia and Constantinople. All passengers should be on board.
En voiture, fermez les portières s'il vous plaît.
Excuse me, can you tell me which compartment is Tyler Whitney's?
Oh, Monsieur Whitney, excuse me. Your compartment is number 1.
Tyler.
Premier service, le dîner est servi dans le wagon-restaurant. Dinner is served in the restaurant car. Premier service.
I accept. Need to get out of town for a while anyway. Book double compartment in your own name, don't mention mine. Maybe a little late, I'll meet you on the train. Cath. P.S. Still angry about Cuba.
Cath, have come across something exceptional. More your line than mine. Depart Orient Express, 7 p.m. Friday, Garda Lest. You're the only one I can trust. Your pal, Tyler. P.S. Hope you're not still angry about what happened in Cuba.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
The French are so funny. Madame Caillot seems to have become a sort of national heroine.
Somehow she's been transformed from an insignificant woman enslaved and overshadowed by her husband into a passionate avenger.
Si les petites bourgeoises se mettent à écrire l'histoire, on n'est pas sorti d'affaire.
Voilà bien une réflexion de petite aristocrate.
Arrête. Tu dis toi-même qu'elle est une Madame Bovary.
What counts is she's acted. She's the very opposite of Madame Bovary. I'd say more Joan of Arc, really.
Ooh, the English burnt at the stake.
Must you always bring that up?
Well, it happened.
What really interests me about Madame Caillot is the way the French scandals develop so differently from English ones. Like the Dreyfus affair. In England, if a Jewish army...
Bonsoir, monsieur. We have a nice table for you here in the corner. If you will please follow me. Please, monsieur, have a seat.
Ah, Herr Whitney. You are different than I had imagined.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I ran across an old friend.
One does have the most unexpected encounters on trains. Shall we get down to business? Have you brought the gold? First you kept me waiting, now you don't answer me. I have kept my half of the bargain. If something has gone wrong, I would like to know it.
Nothing has gone wrong.
I'm glad. I trust that you will not mind if I asked to see the gold.
I trust you won't mind either if I ask to see what I'm buying.
To see it? But you know that is impossible. The merchandise will be put on the train at Munich. It is what we agreed.
Good. Then we're even. Herr Schmidt, it's been a pleasure. We'll talk again after Munich. Mind if I join you?
Why not?
I didn't mean to scare you off.
For me, a bowl of soup is enough. I can't take no pleasure in food, while millions of my countrymen go without bread. Good evening.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Does monsieur wish to order dinner?
Yes, I will have the roast duck and a bottle of 96 Bordeaux.
Very good, monsieur.
Au jeune homme qui vient d'entrer.
Sophie.
Ne t'inquiète pas, il ne peut pas comprendre, c'est un Américain. Si on ne le regarde pas, il ne saura jamais que c'est de lui qu'on parle.
Good Lord.
C'est impressionnant, hein, comme il a l'air de venir d'ailleurs. Pas du tout comme un Européen. Veste ouverte, adorablement négligée,
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
les cheveux légèrement décoiffés.
Les certainly could use a wash.
Écoute,
Attends une seconde. Fais voir ce que toi.
Je l'ai trouvé. Il est à moi.
François, viens ici. Arrête tout de suite.
Petit bonhomme, il faudrait te calmer.
Cessez, s'il te plaît,
Ah,
ou je
vous
t'abandonne
jure,
dans la
les jeunes
prochaine gare
d'aujourd'hui,
allemande.
on se
Ça te
demande bien
plairait
ce que ça deviendra.
D'où vient ce sifflet?
Je l'ai trouvé.
Où, s'il te plaît?
Sur le sol.
Pourquoi le caches-tu? Montre-le-moi.
Non, je l'ai trouvé, il est à moi.
Tu es vraiment impossible. Tu peux le garder, mais à condition de ne plus siffler avec.
Promis.
Excuse me.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Pardon me?
Right away, monsieur. Excusez-moi, monsieur. Oh merde, où est-ce que je peux le mettre?
Bonsoir, monsieur.
соблюдала все заветы нашей церкви?
Да, дедушка.
Тебе нравится это блюдо?
Да.
По-моему, это замечательно.
Вы себя чувствуете прекрасно?
Cath ne vous l'a pas donné?
Mon neveu?
Il m'a dit qu'il vous l'avait donné il y a 1 heure de ça. C'est étrange.
Oh, peut-être c'est une erreur.
Alors il vous l'a donc donné?
Ou ce que je voulais dire, c'est que je n'avais pas compris qu'il était responsable des 2 listes. Cela explique tout. Merci, Coudet.
De rien,
Pardon me?
monsieur.
Pardon me?
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Bonsoir, mon oncle.
As-tu oublié quelque chose?
C'est que... Vous voulez dire la liste des passagers? Il semble que je l'ai égarée quelque part.
Tu ne la trouves plus? Que veux-tu dire?
Je l'avais laissée ici, à l'intérieur de mon journal. Elle était rangée, j'allais vous la ramener. Je ne peux pas croire qu'elle soit tombée, j'ai cherché partout.
Et celle de Couder?
Les deux étaient ensemble.
C'en est trop! Qu'est-ce que tu crois que je vais pouvoir écrire dans mon rapport? Mon neveu n'est qu'un épouvantable paresseux et n'a obtenu son emploi que grâce à moi. Je l'épaule et il perd la liste complète des passagers de 2 wagons couchettes. Ce n'est pas possible. Tu as intérêt à retrouver cette liste avant que nous arrivions à Budapest.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Ah, Madame, welcome.
Good evening.
Madame's presence is a great honor for us. Your usual table is ready. If Madame will permit me.
Thank you.
If I may say so, Madame is like a shining star, and we are all basking in her light. I am your servant.
Thank you, Pascal.
Enjoy your dinner, Madame.
Mind if I join you?
That's bold. Is it customary in America to be so forward?
In certain circles, it's not unheard of.
I must have been moving in the wrong circles. I hope you find somewhere to sit.
Excuse me, I think you dropped this.
It's not mine.
My mistake. I wonder whose it is.
Oui, madame. Avez-vous fait votre choix?
Yes, I'll have the beef filet.
Le filet de bœuf jardinière. Very good. Is madame dining alone?
Yes.
Very good, madame.
Are you sure this isn't your scarf?
Quite sure.
Excuse me. Could you tell me what this paper says?
It's a Russian fairy tale. For children.
Could you translate it for me?
Do you know what a fairy tale is? It's one of the ways the exploiters make the people forget that they're enslaved. For 100 years, Russian peasants have told their children this story of a hero who plucks the tail feather from a firebird. Child goes to bed with an empty stomach and dreams of a hero who will never come.
Sorry I asked.
Excusez-moi.
Pardon me.
Le filet de bœuf jardinière.
Thank you.
Will there be anything else, madame? No? Bon appétit.
Excuse me, Fräulein Wolf? I could not leave the room without paying you my compliments. I'm sure you do not remember me. My name is August Schmidt.
But I do remember you. It was at Mrs. Lauder's in London, wasn't it?
Yes. You played Brahms' violin concerto.
How lovely of you to remember. And you were with an English woman. Was she your wife?
Yes, that is, Miss Wolf. May I present my colleague from America, Mr. Tyler Whitney? Herr Whitney? Miss Anna Wolf.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the name.
Tyler Whitney. Have we met before?
I seem to remember hearing of a Mr. Whitney years ago in New York. You were trying to raise money to start a revolution in Cuba, isn't that right?
Mexico, and it wasn't me. It must have been someplace else that we met.
Herr Whitney is well known as a champion of freedom and justice in countries other than his own. But please, don't let us interrupt your dinner.
Not at all. You're both very kind. One does get so bored on these long journeys. Good evening.
A beautiful woman.
Is she?
And a brilliant performer. To look at her, you would never think she was Jewish. Until Munich, sir.
Deuxième service, deuxième service. Le dîner est servi dans le wagon-restaurant. Dinner is served in the restaurant car. Deuxième service, deuxième service. Le dîner est servi dans le wagon-restaurant. Dinner is served in the restaurant car. Deuxième service.
Ça sent mauvais.
Assieds-toi, François, et garde tes opinions pour toi. François, assieds-toi tranquillement. Tu es au restaurant maintenant, avec des adultes, et j'exige que tu te comportes. Claude, dis-tu de s'asseoir convenablement. Claude.
Regardez donc à la fenêtre, François.
Je veux rentrer à la maison. Quand est-ce qu'on rentre?
Ne fais pas l'enfant.
Уже отужинали
Tu
мы
sais que
можем
nous sommes
идти?
en voyage pour une année peut-être.
Позвольте мне помочь с вами.
Puisque nous allons vivre avec
Осторожно.
Claude, décrivez-nous l'endroit où nous allons. Je sais que François voudrait en savoir plus. Décrivez-nous un peu la ville.
La ville? J'en ai aucune idée. Je passe tout mon temps sur le chantier ou à inspecter le désert aux alentours.
Василий Александрович.
Дедушка.
Василий Александрович, меня зовут Алексей Дольников. Вы, кажется, знавали моего батюшку.
Да, знавал я одного Дольникова, Петра Николаевича. Хороший был человек, набожный. Сын у него был. Опозорил и отца, и всю семью свою. Пойдем, внученька. Устал я малость.
Василий Александрович, how many thousands have you condemned to prison and torture in the name of your piety? Или вы счет потеряли?
Well, I think you made a pretty good first impression.
Excuse me.
Дедушка, посмотрите.
Pardon me? Pardon me?
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Ah, Monsieur Whitney, excusez-moi. His Excellency wishes to receive you in his private car.
His Excellency.
Yes, monsieur. He's waiting for you.
Hello. It seems I've been sent for by someone named His Excellency. That wouldn't be you, would it?
What an unexpected pleasure, Mr. Robert Cath.
Usually people call me Tyler Whitney.
You should take care when choosing a name for yourself. Names have power. The most primitive cultures understood this, but of course it will be as you prefer.
Not everyone has the luxury of choosing his own name, Mr.
Kronos. Whether you are Cath or Whitney is a matter of indifference to me. I am prepared to continue the discussions begun by my agent in Paris, provided that you have the peace of which you spoke.
Is Kronos your first name or your last name?
I have no time to continue these delightful discussions of names. I have brought with me a rather heavy briefcase. I would like to know now if the proposed exchange interests you, and if you are capable of completing it.
Not just at the moment, but I have hopes of being able to do so.
In that case, we have nothing further to discuss. I myself must leave the train in Vienna. In case we do not see each other again, I wish you a pleasant journey to Istanbul, and continued success in evading the British and French authorities. Have a pleasant evening, Mr. Cath. Kahina will show you out.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Pardon me?
ايه انت بتعمل ايه هنا؟
I was just going to make the beds for the night, monsieur.
قلت لك سيبهم في حالهم يا غبي.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
انت اطرش. قلت لك امشي من هنا.
I'm very sorry, monsieur. I do not understand.
Pardon me?
انا المسؤول عن المكان ده. بالنسبه لك هم مش موجودين
Forgive
خالص.
me, monsieur.
فهمت؟ تعال وضب سرير يلا بسرعه.
Yes, monsieur.
ايوه كده. وخليك فاكر انك تبعد خالص عن الاوضه دي.
Yes, monsieur. I am sorry, monsieur. Have a pleasant night, monsieur.
Just a minute.
Yes, monsieur?
Don't bother making up the bed. I'll find it easier to sleep if you just leave it as it is.
Monsieur, you will be surprised at how comfortable our beds are. Many people who say they never sleep on trains find that...
I told you to leave it.
Of course, monsieur. It's as you wish. Have a pleasant night, monsieur.
Ja?
Conductor, to make up your bed for the night, monsieur.
Einen Moment bitte. Bitte kommen Sie rein.
Don't bother to knock. Just walk right in. Everyone else does.
Who are you?
This is my compartment. Who are you?
This is Tyler Whitney's compartment. Where is Tyler? Убийца!
As I was about to say, I didn't kill him.
Who are you?
My name is Robert Cath.
So you are Cath. Tyler spoke of you. He was afraid you were angry with him.
You shouldn't have worried. That was a long time ago. You better tell me what's going on. Tyler had a meeting with someone named August Schmidt. What was that about?
Where's the gold?
What gold? I saw a wooden box in a hell of a mess.
Then we are lost. How can I tell this to the general? Oh, I must tell to the others.
What general? What were you and Tyler mixed up in?
You must tell no one about this. No one.
Not even the train conductor?
You've been warned. Tsunaruka, the Black Hand.
Bonne nuit, monsieur.
Očigledno je da je taj čovek ubio Tylera i ukrao žar pticu.
Ma ne bre, on je bio Tylerov prijatelj.
Kako si ti lakoveran? Taj čovek razgovara sa tobom sa rukama okaljanim krvlju i kaže ti da je Tylerov prijatelj. Pa naravno, zašto bi te on lagao?
Vesna.
Ako je Tyler znao da on dolazi, zašto nam o tome ništa nije rekao? I još nešto. Ja nisam baš uverena da je Tyler bio tako odan kao što ti misliš.
Vesna, prekini!
Pardon me.
These aren't nuances, Sophie. All of Russia may go into revolt.
After a month on the island, you
Le
won't
train
think about
entre en
such
gare
things.
d'Épernay.
Listen,
Épernay,
why don't you
5
write a
minutes
play when
d'arrêt.
we get there? Ça pourrait être un chef-d'œuvre. Une de tes amusantes petites pièces, comme celle que tu as écrite sur Reginald. Je serai Ariane et tu seras Théséus. Joséphine sera le Minotaure. Pourtant, tu es tellement têtue que ça devrait être ton rôle.
Joséphine?
Oui, je ne t'ai pas dit? Bon, elle m'a écrit à la
Aurore?
dernière minute car tu l'as absolument rejoindre.
Allez,
Elle
viens.
déteste prendre l'écart de ce qui se passe.
Le train entre en gare d'Épernay. Épernay, 5 minutes
Bonsoir,
d'arrêt.
monsieur. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Minute d'arrêt.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Qu'est-ce qui t'amène?
Oh, rien de spécial, je m'ennuie.
Déjà, eh bien, ça commence mal.
Oh, tu sais, j'ai juste 3 lits à faire et un seul de mes passagers a besoin de mes services.
Plains-toi, tu trouves pas que t'exagères un peu? Pourquoi tu fais pas leur compartiment?
Bah, j'ai le harem, dans 4 compartiments, je n'ai pas le droit d'entrer. L'eunuque qui ne parle aucune langue civilisée et prend son sabre à chaque fois que je m'approche d'une de ses filles. Et un Américain qui a peur que je lui fasse son lit.
Un lit de qui il veut dormir?
Tu crois que c'est ça? Et toi?
Tout va bien. Un malade, un enfant, un loup, rien de spécial. Mais c'est dommage que M. Jaurès ne se soit pas présenté. Cela m'aurait vraiment fait plaisir.
Qu'as-tu dit, un loup?
Ben, je m'y connais pas trop, mais cette bête a bien l'air d'un loup.
L'enfant, je l'ai déjà vu.
Évidemment.
Allez, je dois rentrer. Si l'allemand sonne et que je ne suis pas là, ça déclencherait une guerre.
Allez, bonsoir mon petit. Bonsoir monsieur.
Excuse me.
Would you lock my compartment, please?
Of course, mademoiselle.
Thank you.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Pardon me? Are you reading about Madame Caillot?
Have you read it?
Just a guess. It was either that or Rasputin. They don't seem to write about anything else.
Don't you care about Rasputin?
Oh, sure I do. I like him. Just when you think he's dead, he pops back up again. Good night, Miss Wolf.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
An iznak.
Pardon me.
Conductor, would you lock my door, please?
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Right away, monsieur. There you are, monsieur.
Thank you.
Do you have a match?
Aren't you a little young to smoke?
Monsieur, I'm not a little girl. I have just spent the whole season in Paris. I'm very tired and I want to smoke. Thank you.
Что там произошло?
Вы говорите по-русски?
Немного. Only what my mother was able to teach me.
How funny! An American who speaks Russian. Then you heard the horrible things that man said to my grandfather.
Who is he?
His name is Alexei. We grew up together. We used to play together every summer in Odessa. I can't imagine why he should want to quarrel with my grandfather. It's so childish.
Well, maybe he'll grow up. Like you. Do you think you could read this?
The Firebird. It's beautiful. Look at his burning tail. Where did it come from?
It belonged to a friend of mine. What does it say?
It's a poem for children. It's a story about Prince Ivan and the Firebird. If you like, I could write out a translation and give it to you in the morning.
Спасибо, Татьяна.
Не за что. Спокойной ночи.
Excusez-moi, madame.
Excusez-moi.
Gare de Chalon-sur-Marne. Chalon-sur-Marne. 2 minutes d'arrêt.
Entschuldigen Sie bitte.
Express a une histoire bien spéciale. Tout le monde sait que Madame Woolf voyage toujours avec son énorme chien. Cela fait partie du romantisme légendaire de l'Orient Express. Certains de nos passagers sont parfois extrêmement déçus de ne pas avoir la chance de voyager en sa compagnie.
J'espère qu'il est attaché au moins.
Oh bien sûr, madame. Il est très bien dressé. Le meilleur chien que vous ne puissiez rencontrer. Je vous assure que vous vous rendrez à peine compte qu'il y a un chien dans le train.
On verra ça.
Y a-t-il autre chose, madame?
Non, merci.
Bonsoir, madame.
Madame Bouturel?
Good night, monsieur.
Why don't you make it sing?
I saw your light. I thought you might be having trouble sleeping.
I had a bad nightmare. It woke me up.
Can I come in?
Why not? Runter, Maxel. Make yourself comfortable. I'm sorry the place is a mess.
Do you always carry a gun on your concert tours?
A woman traveling alone has to be careful.
I would have thought Max was enough protection.
You are not Tyler Whitney. Who are you?
My name is Robert Cath.
What do you want?
Tyler Whitney was a friend of mine.
What's that supposed to mean? Maxel, bleib hier. Sitz.
Прячут меня, трусы, предатели! Смотри, как горят их глаза! Они нас не ждали на вокзале.
Они вошли.
Let me through, I'm a doctor.
Слышите, как они поют? Таня, посмотри на его руки. Они покрыты
Boil some water.
шерстью, черной шерстью. Неужели ты не видишь?
Vasily!
What are you doing? What kind of a doctor are you?
Это я знаю. Ты за мною пришел, убийца. Таня, подай мне нож. Я вырежу его сердце и скормлю волкам.
Дедушка! Oh, don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's saying.
Vasily Alexandrovich!
Who are you?
Set it down over there.
Mais pour l'amour du ciel, que signifient ces cris?
C'est impossible de dormir dans un tel
Brew this in a
vacarme.
tea and give him a cup every 4 hours. Can you do that?
Voyez, l'incident est clos.
Yes.
Retournez-vous.
What on earth is the matter?
Let's clear out. Let him sleep.
Vous avez entendu le docteur. Tout le monde dehors. Il faut le laisser se reposer.
Miss Tatiana, could I speak with you?
Oh, ça c'est rien.
I don't want to frighten you, but I think someone went into my compartment while I was at dinner. No. Would you think I was very silly if I asked you to keep it for me, just until we reach Vienna?
Of course not. I would be glad to.
You mustn't tell anybody. It will be our secret. Excuse me.
Pardon me. Good night, Miss Wolf.
Good night, Mr. Whitney.
Bonne nuit, monsieur.